Welcome back to the Country Gate. Make sure you come on over here and like and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Today's video is going to be about Until Dawn. Well, I asked some people like a friend and my cousin. You know what they told me? They didn't even know the movie was out. And we're going on weeks and weeks after this thing was released. And it's been bad. I saw the movie. I was not impressed. It was to be expected. When we saw the trailers, we knew that it wasn't going to be a good movie because they weren't adapting the video game. You had some lip tarts in the comment section when I was talking. Oh, no, it should have been. The game is basically a movie. Listen here, lip tart. The director can decide who lives and who needs to bite the dust. That's what David F. Sandberg should have did. Should have been exactly like it, but different outcomes for each person. But it didn't do that. David F. Sandberg and Dapperman, the writer, the guy who's supposed to be doing the live action Gargoyles live action series, they went on camera and they verbatim said they were fans of the game. Both of them. And this is what they gave us. This was disrespectful to all gamers, and it keeps happening. These directors and these writers keep putting their own little twists and turns on beloved video games, and it's going to keep happening. I don't know why they think this is a winning formula. It ain't. Jonathan Nolan, I'm going to keep bringing him up, and maybe you can throw in the Sonic directors too. Both of them are sitting on that mountain because they're actually diving into some stuff like the source material. But the rest of these liptards ain't doing it. We're going to see what happens with the Street Fighter movie and some other adaptations that are coming. You know, God of War and all that. I know that guy said he ain't really a gamer. You better do some research there, bub. You, David Leitch, Gears of War, research is important. I don't like that we're getting these live adaptations and a bunch of these liptards ain't listening. Especially that Mortal Kombat film. But Until Dawn, I sat down there and watched it. It had some cool little scenes, but the entire movie was a dumpster. Fire by David L. Sandberg. Now, when I heard that he was attached to it, I was excited about it because the guy gave us lights out. But this right here, I mean, he should have left this alone or at least adapted the game. You gave us bits and teases of characters from the game, the professor, the psychiatrist, wherever you want to call him, and you gave us a little slit picture of Joshua by Rami Malek. I'm sitting here like we should have just got the game adaptation to live action. You just put in some different outcomes under your screenwriter and your writer. But they didn't want to do that. They just said, let us do our own version. And let me tell you, it just doesn't seem like these liptards look at other video game movies and said, hey, that guy who came before me who did that video game movie, he didn't follow the source material. He made an F in a movie. I mean, an F as in failure. The next guy, Assassin's Creed, F. Mortal Kombat 2021, F. There's other people who came before him that made video game movie adaptations, and it was a bomb. Why aren't you looking at that? Now, you're going to have some people try to defend some of the movies. I don't know why. I mean, you must have been drinking more than me than a six-pack beer. Or you doing something else if you think those movies are good. But this movie here, it just boiled my grits. I mean, it really had me bubbling. Just seeing a beloved video game just take a whole another turn. Because some guys just come in here, try to do their own little ways of a beloved video game. It makes you not even want these things into live adaptations because they're going to just do it their own way. But this movie here, it was hard to get by towards the end. I couldn't, I had to drink another. I had to do it almost a triple threat. But I had to bring out 2 canisters of beer to get through that last part. And David F. Sandberg, I mean, this is bad on his resume coming off them Shazam, that second Shazam movie. Now this, good luck, buddy. And Dapperman, you supposed to be doing the live action Gargoyle series, and you wrote this? Disney needs to do a reevaluation of that, Bubba. But I want to know what you people think, man. I just don't understand. Why is it so hard to put in a good live action adaptation of a beloved video game? How hard is it to do that? And it's a minority of those who are actually listening and actually getting feedback and giving people what they want. But you got these lip tarts out here that just think we're just gonna sit back. How about this? The next adaptation, David Leitch with the Gears of War, any other person. How about this? Get the developers, get some fans of the game. How about getting some feedback before you start writing that script on what they want and what the source material is about? How about you start doing that instead of listening to some lip tarts and yourself thinking you doing your own version in that office with some suits? But that's all I got to say, man. You guys let me know in the comment section how you felt about this movie, because a lot of people don't even know that this thing came out. That's how bad it is in the marketing. I mean, I remember when I was watching people that went to CinemaCon, they said there was no marketing of Until Dawn there. So they knew this was going to be a dumpster fire. But let me know. I'll get at you guys at another time. Make sure you come on over here and join us, because we don't get too many people around these parts. But I'll bring you some loving. I'll get at you later.